Hello and welcome back to episode 20 of our Timberborn Folktails Cliffside playthrough. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Without further ado, let's get started. So, some people told me that underground storages can be built just on the bottom of the map. No problem. I did not know that. So, now I do, and we can move on. So I can clear out more of this, and we'll put some storages down there. Too far from a district center, we need scaffolding. And we need scaffolding without interrupting this zip line. And I got the hiccups. I don't know how that factors into everything, but surely it does somehow. Feels like I'm getting the hiccups a lot when I play this game. Maybe I get the hiccups more often than I notice. I only notice it when I'm recording. They don't seem to last very long, though. So that's good, at least. So we're just going to make a little bit of less direct path here so that we can build over the top of this dirt excavator and go from there. So if I just delete that connection, and I then can go like that and that. And then I think I'm going to build. So this is in line with my other stuff. And then I can build ladders. There they are. I think that's the worst orientation I could have had for that, probably. But what I'm planning to do is then just do one of these over there. And then I can just build over the top of that, no problem. Okay, maybe no problem isn't quite the word, but almost no problem. I think I need it a little bit wider. Because then delete those paths. We can build the actual scaffolding right here. Still have a path to do it. Let's see. Actually, we could just continue on with that pattern that we had over here. Although that actually gets a little tricky with how high it's getting. We can still just have another ladder here. That'll be fine. How are we at for height there? Okay, these are at the same height. Okay. So we're actually going to want this to go down a level. Just one, not two. What am I doing? Double platform. And then we can go into the metal overhangs. Oh, that's right. We had an issue where we couldn't go this tall. So we'll just switch to suspension bridges. Like that. And then we just need another ladder. Yeah, right there should be fine. Oh, not there. We don't need that one. I had to check if my mic was on. That has been a fear of mine ever since I forgot to turn it on one time. But we're good. We're golden. All right, so that one should work out fine. And then the next one needs to be right here. If we even need another one, I'm not sure. I'm going to do it. Well, actually, that should be good. We shouldn't even need this, I don't think. If I end up being wrong, so be it. Just leave it for now. Just take a peek at how all of our food and wood and everything is doing. It's doing Excellent. Well, these are all maples now, so that's good. Are they all not marked for cutting? Pretty much. Actually, not all of them are maples yet. Maples, and not marked for cutting. Let's see. I don't think there was much else we were working on. Okay, we'll just leave it be. Scaffolding's taking a little while. It's not really a quick path to that scaffolding, actually. It's a bit of a problem, really. I don't want to build further over here because that's kind of where we're expanding to. I wonder. No need to wonder. I can just do it. And what it is build a zipline station up here. Yeah, we have the entrance to those stairs in a bad spot. It's fine. Did I not leave enough room there? Okay, I said it was fine. Wrong. Doesn't happen often. Okay, you guys have watched enough of my videos now. You know that's not true. I am wrong sometimes. Okay, quite often. Don't tell my wife I said that. She needs to keep thinking that I'm always right. Just works out better that way. I'm joking. She definitely knows I'm not always right. She's probably can attest to that more than anyone else. Okay, so that'll be a good place for another zipline, actually. To help make this mess faster. How are we doing on employment? Not too bad. We got some unemployed beavers, but it's just like one of the hauling posts. It's not a very big deal. Everything is going a-okay. When this is done, it'll make constructing this much faster. There we go. I think I still need, yep, the paths up here. There we go. It's not looking bad. Did I miscount how wide I wanted this to be? I think I wanted it 6, didn't I? Because an underground pile here, which coincides with one more to the right. So yeah, we need another set of dynamite. No problem. That does mean, unfortunately, that I don't think the... Well, no, it's not gonna... that one scaffolding's not gonna reach. Remember when I said I might be wrong? Turns out, I was. Oh, not a big deal. Truly. Just need another one of these. I wonder if I could do something similar as what I did over there. I think it'd be a lot of work, though. Why do they not seem at the same height? They are at the same height. It's fine. I think I'll just build another set of stairs. It'll be fine. And the reason this would be hard is just because of how high we are up here. it would be difficult to... I guess with that other stairs, this all could have been just platforms. Yeah. And they should be able to reach both ways. That's the simpler way to do it. Sorry, I keep pausing it. Keep this going. We know that can't be another platform, and that's just fine. Yes, I know I have a platform out in the middle of nowhere there. There. Good. All right. Getting this going pretty well. In fact, I think with this one there, I don't think we even need that other pylon at the moment. Nope. So that's just completely faster. I'll leave this for just a second. See if I end up wanting it. I thought I needed, between these, I needed some space. And I think I did. Just this kept the angle a little higher to let me build these platforms. So, yeah, it was necessary at one point, but I don't think it is anymore. And there, the hiccup's back. Okay. Yep, and they are back. Ooh, sorry for the yawn. Why isn't this? Oh, we paused those. Why did we pause those? Terrain blocks. Did they need to build something below it? I think so. I think we can turn them back on though. Excellent. I'd like them to hurry up and build this. Well-being is doing excellent at the moment. Wet fur is actually doing quite well. I think we owe a lot of that to our dance hall above the river with our forced underwater entrance. Every time they access that dance hall, they gotta get wet. I didn't even notice what that said. Drought's over. Wonderful. And I forgot we were in a drought. But it's a good thing it's over because this is pretty low actually. We finished the scaffolding yet, guys? Thank you. All right. I don't want to blow this up until these are done. But maybe I just should. I like to keep it all going at the same rate. Get the level down. How are we doing on scrap? Scrap is starting to run a little low. I am gonna, by low it's still at 500. I'm gonna unpause the mine and just let one beaver work in there. That'll be plenty. Come on, scaffolding. Let's see, that'll bring it down to this level, I do believe. That was a poor choice to look at height. Yep. So that's 3. So this will be 3. Okay. And then this is... Oh, that whole 16-hour workday and they didn't get the scaffolding done. That is kind of crazy, actually. This is a 2 high. Okay, so this stuff can just be a double dynamite down here. At the moment, do we need that? Kinda. But we won't need it if this is a ladder instead. Actually, do we need it? Whoa. Do we need it at all? I don't think so. Because they can use this zip line. Whatever, it's built there. Not a problem. We still not reach this. What else are we building? All right. There. Finally. Felt like I was waiting forever to blow that up. All right. We are going to need some refineries. Potatoes and spatterdock are by far the best biofuel. Because let's see. We basically get a spatterdock every 4 days, because every 12 we get 3. And every 6 days we get a potato. So we get a spatterdock every 3 days. Sorry, every 4. And we can make every 2 spatterdock and water into 25 biofuel. Or 2 potatoes and 2 water into 30 biofuel. Well, we get the spatterdock faster. It actually is, I think, pretty close to being better. Or pretty close to being the same, maybe even. Carrots are definitely, maybe not even definitely the worst. Let's see. You get 3 of them in 4 days. So you get them 3 times as fast as spatterdock. But they give you 5 times less. So yeah, they get 15 in the same amount of time that spatterdock will give you 25. I haven't done the math on which is actually better, potatoes or spatterdock, but they're pretty dang close, really. Maybe I'll do the math sometime, or just look it up. I really don't. I don't think it matters much. It's just spatterdock's generally a little harder to grow because it needs 1 deep water. Well, we have this perfect spatterdock area right here that we could even convert some of these cattails to spatterdock, no problem. All right. We're almost blown down to the bottom here where we need to be. And then we'll start with some storage here soon. Let's see, what do we got on the bottom here? We got lumber mills, gear workshops, smelters, explosive factories, printing presses, grist mills, paper mills. Okay. Let's see if you guys lied to me about the underground piles. They don't care. Excellent. I did not know about that. That is very helpful. So, logs, planks, scrap, more piles. This one can be metal blocks and treated planks. We can do some on the other side too. That will need tunnels. Tunnels. You know what would be easier than tunnels? Just blowing down here and putting platforms with our scaffolding already in place. Yep. Definitely the easiest way to do that. Can't go too far. We don't want the water to be messing with us. All right. That's a decent amount of storage over here. We're going to want some tanks for bad water as well. Let's actually look down to the bottom of this again. Okay, so we probably want tunnels here as well. Actually, I guess since they already had access to the bomb, tunnels wouldn't have been that hard to do. Instead of blowing down. But we're pretty much already there. Building from the top down is always so much faster. There we go. And I think some of this is going to be large tanks here. It might even make sense to make them large warehouses for the gear workshops, for one thing. I wonder if it might make sense to make it easier to access some of the stuff. We actually have the tunnels here, and then move these over one to let a space in between so that they can access this side a little easier too, without having to go all the way around. But actually, it's not all that different of a distance. All right, so we built that. Platforms now. Go back down. Are we still waiting on anything? Nope. Okay. Oh, let's see. Maybe we do large tank for bad water, large tank for... Oh, maybe extract even needed over here? I don't think so at the moment. Antidote definitely isn't. Could have it be for biofuel. You know, I think we will need extract over here too, though. Definitely bad water, though, and set to obtain. Large warehouses. We need cattail roots and wheat for the grist mills. Okay. What else do we need? Probably wouldn't hurt to have ears. Now, if I remember right, which I might not, that needs to be the other way. Oh, thankfully we can turn it afterwards. Don't want all of that there, actually. These ones I don't want. I think this is taller. The large tank is taller than the large warehouse. Yep, it is. Trying to decide if I just want to put another set of large warehouses up here. And I might. And then I would just need to put tunnels here. How high, much higher do I need to go? Okay, that's not losing that much space. It's missing just one height. So yeah, it would make sense to do this actually, this way. Which means that at this height, we can have platforms instead of dirt. My rambling probably doesn't make a lot of sense right now. And it might not ever. But I tried. So we will need tunnels here. No. No, we won't. We need just platforms. Platforms. Right, like so. Okay, turn that though. There we go. That should be pretty good to start building the next layer. What we can do then is actually make some of this soil. I'm gonna cancel this. Let's see. So it needs one above and then two below being soil for underground platforms. So yeah, that should still work out. If we make all of this soil, we could put underground storage above it. Not right there. Or could we have right there? We can. We would just need tunnels here then. I think we'll just have it up one more to max to have everything at the same level there. Okay, something like that. Now, I don't know if I need this many underground piles, but I also don't think it will hurt to have them. Let's see, these bot part factories need a lot of planks, some metal, and some gears. So having planks up top here would be helpful for those. Planks, metal blocks. I might have a lot of these be planks up here and then not have planks down below. These can be switched to logs instead of planks, I think. Okay. Sure, we can have one of these be dirt too. Why not? We need another scrap? Not sure. We honestly probably just didn't need this many um underground piles. Well, that's okay. It's a-okay. We are gonna need more warehouses. Or say let me think. Paper, punch cards, books, and then bot parts as well. I think one of these below it was already paper. Nope, they weren't. Okay, let's start setting up how they're going to access that though. Right now I do need a path here. This ladder's still very much so useful. That ladder necessary. Actually, I could just make that a ladder straight up. I think I can build that there. And they can reach all the way there. All the way there. Go down a layer. This is all connected to this ladder system there. Okay. So that's fine. Are we ready to turn on some of these bot factories? Maybe. Let's do it. So this will be chassis, limbs, heads. This isn't connected yet, but it will be. Where's the ladder they're using to access all of this at the moment? Way back there. That's not ideal. Neither is all of that. Interesting. So I think right here we could have another ladder system, actually. Just which path do I want to block? None of them. Actually, it would be okay to block this side for now. Something like that. We need access there, but it looks like we already have it there. Okay, but we don't for the bot factories on top over here. In fact, we don't even have this a tunnel yet. That needs to be a tunnel for that assembler to be able to have a door. So let's get working on that. Honestly, I think we could put a ladder here. I think that would look nice. These ladders are kind of a hot mess right now. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I think everyone can tell that. Yes, I know you can't reach that right now, but you will shortly be able to reach it. Perhaps I didn't plan this part out well enough. Large warehouses. We do need wheat flour and cattail flour. Or did I already do those? No, I didn't. And we're making bot parts now? We are. So let's get the bot assemblers going. Not connected. Ah, just because these aren't built yet. Can't get all the required materials. Planks? We can't get all the planks? We'll turn some of these back on. I didn't think that would be an issue. These are already running. Not that one, I guess. Holy unemployment. Turning on these factories led to some major unemployment. Okay. We need more housing. Yep. Well, a roof and a lantern. Let's see. So roof and lantern. Roof. Lantern. I'll get us some more housing. What? Not connected by any districts. Well, that's just because the ladder's not built yet. Maybe we don't need all of these lumber mills running quite yet. Because we are running short on haulers. Let's pause some of these. I guess we have 2 holly posts. Maybe we don't need that many builders, though. Free up some labor, right? Let's try that on for size. Because once we start making bots, it's going to help our labor. 100%. Unable to get all required materials. We're missing bot chassis. You're supposed to be making the bot chassis. What are you missing to make the bot chassis? You need biofuel. We don't have the biofuel up and running yet. So biofuel is made at the refinery. That could actually be right on top right there. Recipe. Biofuels, spatter dock. Let's see. Potatoes. We're kind of low on potatoes compared to spatter dock. Looking at the paths, these are actually pretty far, but I guess that does make sense. Might want another printing press here soon. We're definitely going to need more refineries. 100%, because we need them to make biofuel and we need them to make catalyst, which is going to 100% be necessary. Let's see. Just debating if I want then tanks up here for biofuel. We're going to need more biofuel storage for sure. Up here, I do also think I want bakeries because we do have all of our, like our grist mills down there. So bakeries could fit in well. Say right here. Cattail crackers, bread. Actually, maple pastries too, to be honest. We just need a tank for maple syrup over on this side. I think it's going okay. We're building more infrastructure than what we have the capacity for at the moment. Hey, we're building bots. Finally. Awesome. Because we're making biofuel. And since these two need the biofuel as well, it does make somewhat sense to put a tank over here, possibly. Closer it is, the better. I just think we're going to need more of this area too for everything. We're not quite ready to disconnect all of this quite yet. I don't think so anyway. Well, smelters, paper mill. We don't have a centrifuge going yet. Well, let's build one of those. What else don't we have up here quite yet? Okay, since we are going higher over here with the assemblers, I wonder if that refinery is actually a mistake. Because that looks pretty tall too. Maybe we can put the centrifuge up there. I like that better. Well, that's pretty dang tall too. Maybe it's not much better. But We didn't have any printing press, explosive factory, smelters. We need wood workshop. I don't think we need a lot of those. We don't need a lot of treated planks. We have a bot. We paused building that. I don't want to pause building that anymore. We need building more bots. They haven't built all of that junk yet? Because I don't have the more tunnels mod yet. There should be a tunnel right there. Or did I not tell them to build that tunnel? I did not. That is my fault. Can't even blame the beavers. Yeah, we need this path cleared out for this building 100%. Although right now, it's the only one on that level. Just feels like kind of a waste. They have it all the way back there, and they have to walk all the way there for it. We can adjust as needed. Is there anything I'm forgetting over here at the moment? Probably, but I am getting tempted to turn all of this off and just switch to over here. I guess I currently do have 2 centrifuges going, so I probably need at least 2. I do have only the one wood workshop, so that's fine. So another centrifuge won't be the end of the world. Just where do I want to put it exactly? I really think I'm going to need more refineries for biofuel and for catalyst combined. So I'm going to put that there. Another centrifuge here. What is paused then? Is it the thing below you? Yeah, it must be something way below. Yeah, it's all that stuff. Okay. Seriously, you guys. Build this. Can't get all the materials. We are short on planks. Well, with our new bot labor, maybe we switch this to bots. So it costs signs to unlock bots for buildings. Just building types. So I can unpause both of these and put beaver bots in it, and now they're going to produce planks 24/7. They don't rest. How are we doing on biofuel? So bots do need biofuel. Without it, it's similar to a beaver that doesn't have water. They move really slowly, and they can't do much until they get. It's a big negative if they don't have biofuel. Punch cards and catalyst are kind of like well-being bonuses. So like if we, is it even here? No, it's not here. But if we look at our bots, we scroll down, it should have bots at the bottom. Yep. And it shows their bonuses. If they had conditions of catalyst and punch cards, these would go up. Do we have 2 printing presses? No, we only have 1 printing press down here. We're gonna need one for punch cards too. Gosh, that looks ugly. Maybe I don't even build it there. Maybe I go that way, and I could put like another refinery there if I decide I need it. We'll go with that. But recipe for this, punch cards. Recipe for this one, catalyst. But we are really short on planks at the moment. I think we turn this on and put a bot in there. Turn this on and say bots, but we don't have enough bots for that right now. This still isn't connected. So while this isn't connected, we're going to keep building up materials, bot materials, and not be able to utilize them because we're actually making more limbs and stuff than we can use with just one factory. So we do need this tunnel to be complete. If we had the more tunnels mod, that would work. This isn't connected? What? Well, it is now. That's not. Wait a minute. That's actually a problem. We need that connected. Don't we? It must be connected somehow. Just don't know how right now. Is it connected to these? Oh, it's because it's connected way up here. It's connected all the way here. So it goes up, and so that's not 100% necessary, actually, but it'd still be nice to have done. The only reason it works is because of this section right here. That's fine, I guess. Do we have this connected yet? Not quite. We're getting close, though. Why aren't those being harvested? Well, they would be harvested a lot better if I had them marked for cutting. That much I am sure of. And these would be cut down a lot more if I had these lumberjack legs manned. Beavered. Yeah, beavered. We'll go with that. I want to build these beavers quicker, so I mean 24/7 I guess would be the route way to put it. So I'm going to have this going with beaver bots. And we need to start making punch cards and catalyst. Biofuel spider duck, biofuel spatter duck, not paused. Catalyst, okay. We don't have any storage for catalyst yet, though. So we are full on it. Punch cards, excellent. Which means, yeah, we're going to build some more storage up here, probably. Overkill? Yes, definitely. Absolutely. 100% that's overkill. Does it bother me? No. Build that section with dirt. And we'll put tunnels here so that they can crawl under there in the future. But we're probably out of planks still. So many materials over here now. Actually, we're not out of planks. We're just not doing great on planks. Sure, why not catalyst? Sure, why not a little more bad water, biofuel, biofuel, extract? No, one of these needs to be maple syrup. soon as we build that, it'll be better. Do our bots have catalyst? And can I see it on here? I thought I could for some reason. Nope, you gotta look at the population. All right, they have both conditions. So 170% work speed and 80% move speed. That move speed's really huge, actually. Especially if we had them as haulers. So these actually, with the really high bonuses, can have a more work efficiency. However, you gotta remember they sleep. Bots don't sleep. All right, that has to be getting close. We got it. Perfect. So we can set this to bots too and have it at a little higher priority. So we can start making more and more bots. We have 7 bots now. That's getting up there. Beaver injured 12. That's not cool. We don't need this much dirt right now, for one. For two, we should really get bots working in both the mine and the dirt excavator ASAP. For the simple fact, why can't you build that? Simple fact that bots can't be injured, and these are high injury buildings here. This mega project part of the game is really the part I am least experienced with, which makes sense. You have to start a new game every time to start over, so like you get to this late game less often. But let me know if you guys have any suggestions for me to improve this. It's just kind of a little haphazardly coming together, but I think it's working all right. We can always build up higher is the good news. The only bad, well, not the only bad, but one bad part is these tunnels and platforms. That has been kind of sloppily put together, and I do apologize about that. Flooded buildings? How are we flooding? Excuse me? Do I have something set poorly here? Height 7.5. Where does this let out at? It's closed. Height 1.75. Oh, it resolved itself very quickly, it seems. We're actually flowing off the map now currently, which is okay. That's better than flooding. Have to keep an eye on that. Let's see. Hey, bots are working in both bot assemblers. Now we need to get bots working in the bots parts factories, because those need to go day and night as well. Then we're making bots as fast as we can. So 17 beaver vacancies. I didn't really showcase what the bots look like. They are literally, timber bots are literally just robots made out of wood. So I like to think of them as tree zombies. We grow the oaks, cut them down, make them into logs and planks, and eventually body parts for the bots. They're really tree zombies. Because if we look at what the parts need, A chassis, a chassis, a head, 4 limbs. Okay. Well, the chassis requires planks. The chassis require heads and. Ugh, I can't talk. The chassis require planks, metal, and biofuel. Okay, so those planks just come from trees. Needs a little metal. The limbs, a plank and 3 gears. That's 4 processed logs. And the head, 1 piece of metal, a plank, and 3 more gears. That's again 4 processed logs. So each bot is made out of, well, it's 4 limbs. So that's 16 logs that have been processed into planks and gears. 1 chassis, so that's 21 logs, and a head. That's another 4. So 25 logs go into making each and every bot. And the bots have a life expectancy a durability before they die out. So we need to keep replenishing them even after we've built as many as we want. So that's where a lot of those logs are going to go. You'll notice we're starting to go down on logs. We're going to have to plant or expand our vertical tree farm to support these bots. We do not, by any stretch of the imagination, have enough trees to support the number of bots we're building right here. So that's going to need to be addressed at some point. Once you set something to be bot operated, it's got this blue glow here instead of the orangish yellow glow. So you can kind of quick look at these. That's actually hard to see with how I built those lumber mills, but you can see that this one has bots. I am going to want to put biofuel and punch card storage and catalyst storage in other places. Oh, we got the catalyst filling up. We got all these different pretty colors of stuff. We want that to be obtained, actually. Same with the bad water. Okay. A lot of these basic materials we want to set to obtain. That one we don't need to set to obtain. It's made here. That one's not. It's made here as well. Wheat, we want that to obtain. Cattail roots too. I think we're just about ready to disconnect and turn all of this on. Very close. Maybe a few more bots would make me feel a little bit better about that. We do have some unemployed bots. Let's get them working on the punch cards. And the punch cards are ridiculously wood intensive too. Each punch card is basically 3 logs, but just processed to beat heck. Because each paper, 1 log makes each 2 paper. So that means this printing press that's making the punch cards, this is 2 logs, essentially, make 2 punch cards. So a log a punch card. But the punch cards only last so long, and they end up eating through a lot of wood. Especially if all of your bots are using them, which if you're making punch cards, you want all your bots to use it. We are starting to replace our beavers with bots, and that's solving our labor issues. How are we doing on paper? Paper's going down quick. I'm going to turn one of these back on. Set it to bots. Yep, both of them. Are these grease mills actually running? They are. They're not paused. These explosive factories aren't running. These smelters aren't running. We can change that. Do we need to turn all of these on? No. Are we going to? Yes. We have all of this section on now. We do. so far. How are we looking power? Demand versus production. Wonderful. Okay, these batteries are dropping down. These bot factories do require decent amount of power. Wait, but do they not require any power? No, they do. 150, 150, 250, 250. We might need to expand our gravity batteries. Like, just expand this way and build more gravity batteries. But for now, I think we're okay. Remember, our power consumption is going to go way down once we disconnect all of this. We're going to lose some power production. Oh, we're going to have to figure out something for the carousel, though. Carousel still needs power. We'll figure it out. We got a lot of this going, and I'm very happy with it. Planks are still being a bit of an issue, so I am going to switch these ones over to bots. Because we had 2 bots. If I want to unlock the ability for bots to work in gear workshops, let's switch this one back to just a normal beaver so we can have a bot in here. Let's unlock bot ability for that. We still want it just at beaver probably. We want the bots to be able to work everywhere. Especially the dirt excavator. And especially the mine. Let's switch this back to a beaver so that we're working, have a timber bot work in the mine. And since they move so fast, it'd be really nice to have them as haulers too. We're going to keep building this up higher. I just need to decide what this next layer should be. I'm thinking I just put terrain here to match that other height. Probably. Except for that needed to be turned the other way or they won't build it. Whoa, camera's going a little crazy. All right, we are at the hour mark. I do think we got a lot accomplished today. It's still kind of messy. I think it's still going to be very good for us in the end. And we're just working on getting our bot workforce up and running so that they can take over doing everything. And then we'll start hollowing out the mountain and making our utopia. I do think I'm going to plant some more spatterdock before I forget, though. Huh. Can't plant a whole lot more spatterdock, but just because we're using that for our refineries at the moment, our biofuel. I think I can unplant some cattails. We have been having plenty of cattails this entire time. Ah, we don't have bots available to work there yet. Now we do. Okay. Feels like we're gaining bots quicker now, which is awesome news. I think we're ready to switch one of the hauling posts. At least this one that barely has any beavers in it. Over to bots. So those bots move, they walk really fast. So they will move a lot of materials from point A to point B. Oh, I did start doing my outro. And we should wrap this up. I think it is time to call it. I appreciate you guys for watching this video with me. Sorry it was a little, I don't know, scatterbrained. This part is new to me. I knew what, and I had a general idea what I wanted to do, stacked industry with storage beside it. We're probably going to go up higher. We have a lot of room to go up higher. And yeah, I think though, before too long, we're going to have to work on expanding this tree farm. It's not going to support all of our bots. We only have 22 at the moment, but that number is going to keep going up, and they're going to keep consuming punch cards, and yeah, we're going to keep using the logs. Like, this is really the first thing. Like, logs make planks, they make gears, all of that, but really all that is made for buildings. It's not something like for food in the end. I guess the exception is paper and books, but we didn't have that going until recently either. So when we weren't doing big construction projects, we didn't need logs for anything. Now we're going to need logs continuously for the bots. Logs will be consumed for bots, for something that's going to be running the whole time. So that's kind of a switch in log use, and we're going to need more oaks, is the short version of that. I am surprised these aren't cut down. They're marked for cutting. I don't need to worry about it. Okay. Distracted. That's my ADHD. I was trying to say bye. I appreciate all you guys for watching this. Thank you for watching to the end. Be sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe if you aren't already. And I will see you next time.